Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to CU Denver MBA in Vietnam Connect. My name is Mai Bạch Trân. It's my pleasure to be host today. On behalf of the organizing team, thank you for joining us this morning. In the modern life, many professionals considering an MBA often ask, is an international MBA practical while studying in Vietnam? Is the program suitable for working professionals? Over the next 60 minutes, we will hear directly from University of Colorado Denver representative and alumni about the CU Denver MBA experience and its real-world value. At this moment, it's my pleasure to introduce our distinguished guest joining us today, Dr. Andrei Mikhailichenko, Associate Dean of Program, Dr. Chong Hu, Discipline Program Director, Business Analytics, Dr. Shelley Towie, Assistant Dean for Enrollment and Scholarship, and especially Mr. Leo Vương, MBA alumni, and currently Senior Lean and Leadership Coach at Denver Health. Please join me warmly welcome one of our guests today. Today, there are many professional MBA programs for working. So what makes the CU Denver MBA in Vietnam a strong choice for professional and future business leader? To answer the question, I would like to invite Dr. Chong Hu from CU Denver to share more about the program. Please welcome our speaker.
Hi, could I share the screen, then go over the slides we prepare for this admission workshop? So actually, we will have three parts about the slides we prepare. So actually, Andre will talk about the CU Denver and the CU Denver Business School, and I will introduce something about this program. And also, I will talk a little bit about the AACSB accreditation. After that, Shelley will talk about the admission criteria and some awesome data we have about our university. So I will hand it to Andrew for the first few slides. Then I will start my contact.
Okay, hello everyone. Glad to see you here. Good morning, and my name is Andrei Mikhailichenko. I'm Associate Dean of Programs in the CU Denver Business School. I will talk about the partnership between the CU Denver Business School and your university, how we are estimating the impact of this partnership and the value that we will bring to the students who will take our MBA program. Next slide, please. The partnership between our school and your FPT School of Business and Technology will be, first of all, the gateway to getting the top class of highest quality MBA degree without leaving Vietnam. Definitely the major obstacle when you're getting the degree abroad is the fact that you have to spend a lot of time, a lot of efforts, a lot of money in getting to another country. You are spending money for tickets, for living abroad. You are spending time out of your family. Here, you will have the opportunity to get the top class MBA degree staying in Vietnam. Our program is developed based on the highest academic standards. And together with that, in our curriculum that we will deliver in Vietnam, we will incorporate the Vietnam's dynamic economy and local examples. We will provide the opportunity to get this educational degree with the most with the best material that we can take out of the global economy and Vietnam in particular. So, and definitely our partnership is valuable because it creates the kind of the opportunity to get the world-class education in the interconnected world. The world is becoming more and more global, and here, based on the Vietnam economy example and the example of the regional economy in Asia, and based on the global trends, you will get a kind of the opportunity to become the business leaders in this interconnected global world. Next slide, please. We are located in Denver. Denver is not just one of the cities in the United States. It is in the heart of the United States. And Denver is connected with the world through its international airport, that is the third busiest airport in the United States and the sixth busiest airport in the whole world. We are connected with Europe, South America, and definitely Asia. For instance, if to take a flight from Hanoi, you will have just one connection in Tokyo and you will be in Denver afterwards. And while Denver is located in the heart of the United States, our business school is located in the heart of Denver. We're surrounded with buildings that belonging to the world-class corporations, and we are connected with these corporations through our advisory board and through guest speakers and in all different ways. So we're in the heart of Denver, and Denver is in the heart of the United States. Next slide, please. This is the promise of our business school. So the brand image is very important in any kind of industry, and especially in the educational industry, because brand image dictates the mission of the school, and the mission dictates the impact that business school has. So our business school promise is that we are Denver built, global ready. What does it mean? It means that we are based on the strong Denver metropolitan area economy that is one of the most dynamically developing local economies in the United States, but we are providing global level education. And inclusive business is good business because we are inclusive. We're inclusive in all kinds of areas and in all respects. Our business school pillars include that we open doors and lower barriers. We teach and develop inclusive, forward-thinking leadership, and we connect principle, purpose, and progress. This is all what our partnership with FPT University School of Business and Technology is about. We are lowering barriers by letting you get the degree being in your country. We are inclusive because we are giving this degree to people who otherwise would hardly be able to get it, or at least not all of them would be able to get it. And we are connecting people through principles, purposes in this interconnected world. Next slide, please. And these are the highlights of our business school. So we are holding the ACSB accreditation. That means that we belong to the top 6% of the business schools worldwide. So this is the sign of quality that we are proud of. As I said before, we are well connected with the local business environment and with the global business leaders throughout Denver area and across the whole United States, and more than 40 industry leaders are serving in our board of advisors. They are the source of the information about the trends on the job market, in the economy, and we're building our curriculum based on communication with the local and global business environment. We have excellent faculty who are leaders in research, and among CU Denver faculty, uh, those who are in the business school, we have three people who belong to top 1% worldwide in terms of number of citations of their research. And we have faculty with excellent industry experience. We have staff with their more than 20 years of experience. For instance, Shelley Townley, who will present later, has 25 years of experience in the business school. And we have many top class professionals who will support this program. And business school students, and you will become business school students if you apply and get admitted, have free access to campus library and to many other resources, those that are related to information about business, about global market, including Wall Street Journal, Financial Times, Economist, the US News and World Report, and so on and so forth. And now, the Chong Hu, our program director, will continue this presentation.
Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, so as Andrew just mentioned, we are one of the top 6% of the AAC-SB accreditation, right? So why does AAC-SB accreditation matter to you as a student? Basically, there are three reasons. First, it helps us attract the amazing people in this world. For example, the talented students like you, the experienced faculty like us, and the strong funding. It's basically a signal that says our business school is very serious about the quality. Second, it connects our school to a worldwide network. So what does this mean? That means when you graduate from this program, you are not just graduating from one school. You are joining the global community of the top business schools and industry partners. This opens a lot of doors for you. And third, it helps. And third, the accreditation, the AAC-SB keeps our program up to date. AAC-SB pushes us to make sure what we teach actually matches what today's business need. So when you graduate from this program, you are not ready just on paper. You are ready to lead in this real world. So, okay, next slide. So let me tell you about why our MBA program is special. So first, the AI is built right into our core courses. It's not a separate course, but built into every part of this program. That's exactly what companies are looking for right now. In addition, you will also learn by working on the real project and solving the actual business problem, not just listening to the lectures. And I know many of you are already working. This program runs on a weekend format, so you can keep your job and life while earning this MBA degree. You really don't have to choose one over the other. In addition, this program is ideal for those people who are especially looking for a career advancement. So let's look at our sample schedule. The program has 15 courses in total. 10 of them are core courses with 5 electives. That means in total, you will have 45 credits. All the students will go through them together as a cohort, which means you will build a strong relationship with the same group of the classmates along the way. You will start in 26 4th semester. Each semester, we will have 2 terms, term A and term B. Each term is 8-week duration. If you check out the courses here, you can see it covers a wide range of the topics, such as marketing, finance, information systems, accounting, business analytics, and the others. If everything goes smoothly, you will graduate in 2028 spring term A. So, okay, and also, by the way, the courses in bold are taught by the CU Denver faculty directly. So what will you actually be able to do when you graduate from this program? We have 7 core outcomes, and let me just walk you through them simply. You will learn to think strategically. and able to analyze the data and business problem and make ethical decision. You will become a stronger communicator, a better team leader, and develop a global mindset for working across different cultures and economies. And you will get comfortable using technology and AI to support your business decisions. And the important thing is, we are not just talking about those things in the class. We will help you develop those skills by working on those case studies, projects, and teamwork throughout the program. So this means when you graduate from this program, you will have the proof that you can do all of this. So that will be an introduction of our program. So I will let Shelly talk about the next 2 slides.
Good morning. Nice to see all of you. My name is Shelly Townley. I'm the Assistant Dean of Enrollment and Scholarships. So I get to talk, like Andre mentioned, about our it's our CU Denver Strategic Plan, where we are making education work for all. And the good news that means is we want to bring our MBA program directly to you in Vietnam. As you can see from here on our campus, we have a very diverse background. We have both undergrad and graduate students. That's about almost 10,000 of undergrad and about 4,000 of grad. But what we're really proud of is that we have 32 different countries that are represented in our programs. And like I said, the other ones, the 42% of color, and then the 48 US states. But we're very excited about this opportunity to partner with you all. So the next slide, please. We just wanted to kind of finish it with just some admission reminders. I know some of you guys have been already working with our team in Vietnam, but the application deadline is June 15th. So that is quickly approaching. We're about a month away. So there is still time to go ahead and get those applications in. With that application, there's that online application. We will need official transcripts, 2 short answer responses, and a resume, and then that English language proficiency. We do also require the GMAT. We didn't lead it on here because there's ways to waive that GMAT based upon work experience. And I know that we've been working closely with the team there to determine the eligibility for that. So if you ever have any questions, please just reach out. We're happy to see what we can do to make that work to get you guys into our program. So that's, I guess, ends our portion. Now we go ahead and hand it over to Leo, right? Next slide, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I guess it's my turn. Good morning, everyone. My name is Leo Boone, and I am truly honored to be here with you all today. As part of the admissions workshop, I am currently a lead and executive coach at Denver Health Hospital Systems, which is one of the largest healthcare systems in Colorado. And I've been in my positions for about 2 years. Prior to Denver Health, I spent about 12 plus years working as operational excellence managers and specialists at different companies like Amazon, Meta, Planet Fitness, and CVS Health. In addition to working, I am also a social media influencer, and I am pursuing advanced executive training and postgraduate education at Harvard and University of Michigan. And all of these things I just mentioned are made possible because of CU Denver Business Program, MBA program in specific. So I'm very grateful to be here. First of all, a little bit about my professional and personal story, and then I will talk about how the MBA helped change the directions of my career and even life. And last but not least, a few pieces of advice I have for those of you considering this path, and I hope that I will be helpful today. So let's dive into my personal journey. And no worries, I'm not going to be here talking about all the achievements because my story is not just about success. It's not linear. It's actually about how I lost and rebuilt myself and how MBA program at CU Denver stepped in at the right time to help me unlock the new versions of myself, if you will. So for context, folks, I was born and raised in Vietnam. Back in Vietnam, I was a pretty active and engaged student. I was pretty much a leader at my high school, and I didn't come to US until 2010. So I was, lớp trưởng, bí thư đoàn, and participated in many different activities. However, if you had met me between 2009 and 2015 after I came to US, you would have met a very different Leo. I would just go to school, work, and that was it. It's a very stable but extremely boring life. So no traveling, and I was not going above and beyond on anything because my family would tell me that I am incapable of succeeding in the US and that I should do anything to earn money and stop pursuing educations. I know it's not true, but when you are in a new country with no friends, you really have little control over what you can and cannot do. And you know what? Sadly, at one point, I started listening to that narrative and telling myself, Leo, maybe that's right. Maybe you should just settle. And so, as you can see, somewhere in that growth process, I lost part of myself. I was no longer an active and engaged person. Deep down, though, I know that I was not honest with myself. Then something happened. My grandma passed away. And 6 months after that, my brother also passed away in the Iraq War. Before they passed, both of them told me in different settings, in different ways, the same message that, Leo, life is short and you should live fully and be yourself. And because they are very close to me, so they know how unhappy I was during those years. And that hit me very hard. I realized I did not want to let fear keep making decisions for myself anymore. I no longer want to be smart just because I was in a new country, because I had doubt, and because someone told me that I am smart and I should stop dreaming big, right? And I still have my parents to take care of, and that is my why. I cannot let my parents down like what I did to my grandma and little brother. So I make that decision to live fully. That becomes my why. Why leadership? Why MBA? Why believing in myself instead? MBA is actually a way for me to live fully. And today is also a way for me to live fully because I know I cannot live fully unless I'm able to give back to the society, to the community that helped me build my career. And so I love to inspire and coach leaders to become the best versions of themselves as well. That's why I became an executive coach. MBA helps me build and reinforce that mindset, the skills, and the community I need. I needed at the time to pivot into leadership and business strategies. And so, enough about my personal drama. Let's go into the career part. I completed my MBA and Master's in Science in Strategic Management at CU Denver. But for me, the MBA was not just a degree. It helped me understand strategies, leadership, operations, finance, organizational behaviors, all of the courses that Shelley mentioned in the previous slide. But more importantly, it helped me see myself differently and help me build the right support network that allows me to become the new Leo. And this is the interesting part, because before the MBA, I would have asked myself things like, am I good enough? And during the MBA program, my professors, who now have become my mentors, I would never let them go. When I some kind of go after them, I annoy them every here and there. And they become my coaches, and they help me start asking better questions, such as, what problem can I solve? What kind of leader do I want to become? And how can I create value for others? And that shift my career, but also my mindset. And that's why today I am working in healthcare as a senior lean and leadership coach. I help leaders and teams improve healthcare system and processes and become the best versions of themselves. That's actually my dream. To live fully, right? To help others live fully and be connected to a purpose that is bigger than ourselves. And none of that, as I mentioned, would have been achieved without my MBA program. Because my MBA really helped me connect strategy with executions, which is the most important part in strategies. And connect business with transformational leadership, go from being a manager to be a leader, to go from an individual performer to a leader, to someone who works with a team, who can grow a team, and who can invest in others. So the MBA program gave me the tools, yes, you have to in order to pass the courses, but it also gave me the inspirations and the courage. And that courage really opened doors to different opportunities, to a new career phase, and even advanced educations. So just to close this out, some of my advices for future MBA students, one thing that I really like to emphasize that MBA is not just about lectures, not about textbooks or assignments. Don't get me wrong, those things matter. The knowledge matters, and the degree definitely matters. We're here for the degree. But one of the most valuable part of my MBA journey was the people. Because through CU Denver Business School, I gained friendships, mentorships, coaching relationships that continue to support me today. So my professors still follow my journey, or I follow them. They still encourage me, advise me, and mentor me as I continue growing in my career. That part to me is invaluable. So I will encourage you to build both technical skills and human skills. And please believe that you can do it. Maybe you are that version of Leo back in 2010 who are still unsure if you're ready. Maybe you're still comparing yourself to others and be told by someone that you are not good enough. I just hope that you know that the fact that you're here today tells me, as a coach, that you are ready for a new phase of growth. Otherwise, you would not be here today, because you are deciding to invest in the new versions of yourself. So one of my mentors from CU Denver told me, growth often begins before confidence arrives. That still go with me until today. You do not need to feel ready before you start. Sometimes just take the first step and choose the best program possible. So CU Denver is an AACSB accredited institutions. As I mentioned, to me, it's the best business school. You cannot convince me otherwise. And FPT, to the best of my knowledge, is one of the top business institutions in Vietnam. So do your best, and just like to share the same message that my grandma and little brother told me back in the day, right? Live fully. If this is your way to live fully, be it, do it. So that's everything I like to share today, and thank you for this opportunity to share my message and connect with the next generations of leaders. Thank you.
Thank you, Leo, for the inspiring sharing. I believe that now we have a more practical view of the international MBA journey, and now we move on to the live Q&A section. If you have any questions, please type them in the chat box or use raise hand features to speak directly with our guests. Ladies and gentlemen, does anybody have questions? Yeah. While we wait for more questions from audience, I'd like to begin with one of the most common questions we received before the event. The first is for CU Denver team, it's impossible to receive a conditional offer or a temporary waiver for the English entry requirement if an applicant IELTS or TOEIC certificate has recently expired, or if they score 120 out of 200 in TOEIC writing, especially considering in that Vietnam, the 4 skill TOEIC test is held only 1 to 2 times a month, and results take up to 3 weeks.
So yeah, that's a great question. Unfortunately, that English language proficiency, it's a university requirement. So we are not able to offer any conditional or any exceptions to that. However, we do understand that it can take up to, as you mentioned, the 3 weeks to get it to us. So as we had talked about before, June 15th is that deadline to get us those materials. So as long as you take the test by June 15th, we will still honor and wait for that to get that test score 3 weeks later. So that is fine, because we do understand that there is that time difference of taking it and then getting the test to us. And we want to make sure we give you all enough time to study and be prepared and feel confident, as Leo said. But sometimes the growth comes right before, but that confident to take the test.
Oh, I'm sorry, I turned off my mic. This question for Leo Vuong. What made you choose this basic program over other MBA option?
thank you for the questions. And I have a very long history at CU Denver because I also completed my Bachelor's of Science degree at CU Denver, and living in Colorado. I don't think anyone can be here without knowing or learning about CU Denver or CU Boulder in general. It is one of the biggest institutions in Colorado with strong reputations and programs. And from my undergraduate experience, when I got to learn from professors, the same community of support carry on to CU Denver Business School. People want to support each other's and we create friendships. What you put into the program is what you get out of it. So if you treat the program as a way for you to network and build lifelong relationship, CU Denver will give you plenty of opportunities. I have community I am a part of, Asians community and leadership community, many ways for me to connect with the people who I admire, and the professors are always always welcoming. They always love when you come and ask them questions, and that is the biggest factor for me to help me grow. They don't look at you as a student; they look at you as someone with potential to become the next generations of business leaders. And to me, that is so important because what I needed at the time, as I shared, was someone who would believe in me. And all the professors at CU Denver, all of them, if I ask them, do you believe in my potential? They would say yes. And I have a way to actually bring out that potential from you. And I've experienced that. And that's why I chose CU Denver. It's a very close and are almost a family-like community.
Thank you very much. Oh, I see a lot of questions. Yeah, the next question I think is still for Leo Voon. How you secure career opportunities or business partnership through your MBA network?
Yes. And so when I was in my MBA program, I participated in a business plan competitions from the Jax Lab Centers of Entrepreneurship, which is part of CU Denver Business School. And that competitions allow me to network with some entrepreneurs in Denver, but also around the country. And so after that, I use my network and I use my the knowledge that I gained from that competitions and the program to open my own business. So I'm also an entrepreneur, and throughout the program, I got to network with people who work in healthcare in different fields. And now they are actually my part of my biggest support system because they would um, write me letter of recommendations or references for examples. And if I need a job, I'm pretty sure they will introduce me to the right people who may need my talents or knowledge and skills. So yes, definitely CU Denver helped me.
Yes, thank you, Leo Voon. And now I see a question of Mr. Nhật. How is the learning strategies to get the most from CU Denver MBA program? I
I
think I
can
would like to invite Dr. Andre.
Yes, so this is the great question that reflects the real interest in our MBA program and in the way how to help in career with that and in everything that is related to knowledge and skills. So this program in Vietnam will be cohort-based program. So cohort-based means the lockstep program. You are taking two classes in together in parallel during the 8-week session. So the best strategy is to allocate the time that is needed for each of the classes. So you have to be mindful about the time that you are spending on fulfilling the course requirements. So time management is the key component of success of this cohort-based lockstep program. Another thing that is very important is to maintain the connection and relationship with the instructors, because some of the classes will be online, like those classes that are taught by the instructors from the business school. It is very important that you feel free to ask any questions, to express any concerns, to share any ideas that you have during the process. And also, please do your best to use all the resources that you have for this program. I mentioned library resources. Definitely during the program, you will have case studies. Please make sure that you not just have formal access, but really use all these resources to expand your knowledge horizons and to develop your skills on this program. I believe that these 3 points are the critical ones for the success on this program and for getting maximum out of it.
Thank you for your answer. And now, Mr. Tường Nguyễn have a question for the mid-level or senior managers. In what direction does the program elevate their leadership capabilities?
I can take this question as well. The managers who are already in the business world, they are taking this program in most cases to expand the opportunity to broaden the horizons of their leadership. And the major thing that this program brings to these medium and senior managers is definitely global international perspective. So if you have this perspective, and if you have the worldwide recognized ACSB accredited MBA degree, definitely it opens the doors for further developing your careers in the corporations that you represent, or to switch to some other workplace, or to switch from a local to global career. So I would say that this global perspective is the most important thing that will be brought by this program. And the second very important thing that will be brought by this program is the experiential learning and the opportunity to develop the practical skills that are needed on the global workplace. Because you need not just to have knowledge, you need to build the bridge between the knowledge, between the concepts that you learn in class and practical skills needed to advance your careers. And this program is doing exactly this thing. We are building this program based on the real life experience and based and practical knowledge that will be useful for further careers. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And next question is, how does the university measure that strategic role of an MBA, given the shifting dynamic of today's business landscape?
I can take these questions. So, firstly, when you said about the ROI, I don't think it's just about the money salary after graduation. It's also includes the effort and time you invest in this program, right? So my understanding is this program is ideal for those people who already have some work experience and also would like to get some career advancement in the near future. So I think the skills we help the students develop can immediately apply to their jobs from the day one. As I just mentioned, because we have the AACSB accreditation, which which will make us to continuously improve our curricula to ensure our curricula is up to date. For example, we already built the AI into this program, so that means the AI is very popular, but maybe some school or some university didn't have the opportunity to incorporate the AI components, but we already did. And the AI has been built into every part of this program, and we will teach you how to use the AI and how and other technology to make the better decision. So I think our program is already adapted to the current landscaping in this world. So I think that answers your question.
Yes, thank you for sharing. I see the question of Ms. Tu Nguyen. What common trait do highly successful post-MBA alumni share? I think this question is for Leo Vương.
Thank you for the question, Tu. I think this is a very good question because when we talked about the common traits of successful post-MBA alumni, it's both practical and people skills. In business, most people look at the process-oriented skills such as finance or the functional skills such as finance, HR, marketing, you name it. That being said, a successful organization does have a balance between process, people, cultures with leadership at the center. So a successful post-MBA alumni is someone who would be able to balance these things. Obviously, they will have to master the practical skills, the technical skills, but also they are able to see and balance the respect for people side of business, where they would network with the right people. They are willing to take calculated risks, and they're willing to try something new. Whether that's a new positions or a new business, they willing to experiment and grow as part of the process. So that growth mindset is another characteristic. Growth mindset means I'm not sure whether I will be able to master this, but I know that I can learn along the way, and I know at the end I will master it. I'm not ready right now, but I'm ready for the challenge. That is those are the common traits I'm seeing from successful MBA classmates during the program and then after the program, including myself in it. I think that is very, very important. I hope I answered your questions, but again, good question though.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Oh,
I think your mic is turned off. We couldn't hear you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The question from Mr. Trung Lai: after this course, do we have enough research experience? Oh, I'm sorry. After this course, do we have enough research experience to apply directly PhD course? Because we have enough working experience in this field, but we short of research experience.
I think I can take this question using my own course. First, I just want to use one example for one of my MBA students. His GPA was not very high during the undergrad, but after he ended the MBA, he got excellent MBA GPA, and he told me this is super duper helpful when applying for a PhD program. So my short answer is definitely this can bring just some gap between like just a undergrad student and a PhD program. If you are talking about the research experience, especially like the supply chain, I think that will be my discipline, which is business analytics. So if you check out the curriculum, actually we will have two most relevant courses. to the supply chain analytics. The first one will be the data analytics, and the second one will be the operation management. In my course, you will have two case study. One is to analyze a book case, and the other one actually is to study the data from the Denver airport. Both of them are the real business problem, and you have to use the skills and the knowledge and the method I have been talking in the class to figure out to find the business decision. So it will be very similar to the research experience. So I mean, I'm also teaching the undergrad courses. Usually the case study and projects won't be the primary assignment because the students need to build some fundamental knowledge, then they can apply those skills. But for MBA students, usually we believe you are ready to use those skills to solve the real business problem. So we will teach you how to apply those skills and solve the real problem. So it will be very similar to the research experience. For example, when I'm doing the research, it's the same thing. You ask a good research question, you use the skills. You use the skills or anything you know to solve the problem and get the answer, then publish the paper, then that's all. That will be the same here. And also, I will ask my students to write executive summary report in my class. So it's not a journal paper, but it's the same thing to demonstrate your result and communicate the outcomes with the others. That's something would be very helpful if you are interested in some PhD program. Yeah, so that would be my answer to this question.
Yes, thank you very much. I see an interesting question from Tom Lei. Which course would be the best starting point for someone with a technical background but limited formal training in the finance and accounting? Do I need to follow a recommended course sequence? For example, taking certain foundation course first before moving more advanced course? Or can I choose course more flexible based on my schedule and workload?
I can take this question. So the question is understandable. Definitely, people have different backgrounds. And the program is based on the idea that we are providing the basic knowledge first, and then we are advancing to the more and more quantitatively complicated courses. For instance, the course that Tiong have just mentioned is taught closer to the end of the program. And more qualitative course, for instance, marketing, is taught at the beginning of the program. And accounting is also taught at the beginning of the program in order to create the base for further understanding of the financial and other quantitative skills that are needed to get this degree. Unfortunately, this program doesn't provide the flexibility to take any course that the student need because, as I mentioned before, this is the cohort-based and lockstep program. Definitely, you can skip some of the courses and take them later. But in this case, it will delay your graduation because you will need to start with one cohort and then finish with the next cohort. If this is the acceptable option for you, you can do this with the degree of flexibility that you would require. But recommended way to take this program is to take it together with the cohort and take all 15 courses in the sequence that we have presented previously. Yeah.
Thank you, Andre. I see a question I think that all students want to know. Does the university assist students in traveling to US to attend their graduation ceremony?
I can take this question as well. We can provide, we definitely will provide the letter that can be used in the US Embassy or consulate in Vietnam to get the visa for attending the ceremony. This will not be F1 student visa. This will be B1/B2 visa. And I was international student in the United States, and I got this visa in order to attend my graduation ceremony. So usually these letters are very well taken and do not create any issues with issuing this B1, B2 visa. This will be the assistance from our side.
Thank you, Andre. And I think we have a final question for this section. The question from Miss Mỹ Tâm. Does the program help students develop decision-making skill in a high-pressure and volatile environment?
I think I can take this question. So this question is about how does the curriculum incorporate real-time unpredictable marketing shifts into case study to test the students' decision making under pressure, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think this actually is a very good question. So in simple words, I would like to say our faculty bring current real-world situation straight into the classroom, not just the outdated textbook cases. For example, I update my case study every year because I'm using the Denver airport data, right? And every year they have to update the data, and I have to update my case study. And the students work through the messy, open-ended problems in teams under the time pressure with no perfect. Right now I do not have a perfect answer to explain in details about. About how the students can solve all this under the pressure. But I think the CU Denver faculty will definitely try the best to assist you. So, for example, we will have their Zoom office hour if you have any questions, and we will. And we are. We will be reachable via the email as well. So whenever you have the question, feel free to email the instructor, and we will try our best to help our students. So I think that will be, if you have, based on my experience, the best way to keep up in the class actually is to make sure you have a good communication between you and the instructor. Don't wait. Some students will email me after the deadline, right? But I prefer the students email me before the deadline to communicate with me. Even you have the challenger, I can help you, but I would appreciate the students who can inform me before the deadline. So my suggestion here is always keep your instructor posted whenever you need their help.
Thank you for sharing. I think these questions bring us to the end of Q&A section. Ladies and gentlemen, although today's section was short, I hope it given you a clearer understanding of MBA journey at Colorado Denver University. We have prepared a VR card on the screen that connect directly with the FSP consulting team. Can you help me share this QR code? Yeah. If you are considering an MBA as the next step in your professional journey, please feel free to leave your information so our team can support you further. Once again, thank you, Dr. Andre, Dr. Chung, Dr. Shelley, and Mr. Leo Vương. And thank you, everyone who joined us today. Thank you very much, and we are look forward to see you again at our future event. Thank you very much, and have a nice weekend. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
See you soon.